When you think war movies, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it an over-the-top action movie with mindless explosions and special effects? Well, that's at least what I thought before I saw 1917. But after this movie, I see how war movies can be so much more than the stereotypes we've come to expect. Sure, there are other movies like Dunkirk that also show a more profound side to the genre, but I think this movie is an even better war movie, and I would even go as far to say that it is the best war movie ever put to film. I don't even see this movie as a movie, but as an art piece. And I know that sounds super pretentious, but it's how I feel. This movie has so much to talk about where I don't even know where to start with this review, but I'm going to try my best to give this movie the review it deserves. Okay, I gotta be honest, that no movie deserves a review from me since I have no idea how to make movies or how to review them. But I'll give this movie the review it gets. Simple, elegant, beautiful. It doesn't try to be more than it is. It's a simple plot to move the story, and it gives an end goal. It's about two regular soldiers sent on a mission to deliver a message behind enemy lines that could potentially save thousands of lives. In doing so, they have many obstacles they have to go over, with a very strict time limit, which adds a great sense of urgency to the movie. I think the premise is really cool with the high stakes to keep us engaged and the different experiences they have. Also, having the movie be set in World War I is amazing since we barely ever get World War I movies. Sadly, people have started to forget World War I and what happened. We're forgetting the veterans that sacrificed everything for the world we have today. We're forgetting the thousands of workers who worked 3 times their normal hours to provide the war. And we're forgetting of all the reverberations the war caused. So this movie is really important for new generations so that they can remember the past. But to sum it all up, I think this movie perfectly sets up the pieces just to knock them down perfectly. Alright, time for the big thing with this movie, the camera work. The one-shot style this movie went for was an amazing choice on their part, since it makes the movie such an immersive, down-to-earth experience. I really felt like I was in the trenches with these soldiers. There is not a moment in the movie where I was bored because I was completely sucked in because of the movie made me feel like I was there. And sure, I noticed a couple sneaky cuts, but doing a movie in one shot completely would be nearly impossible. Also, I think the one shot style isn't just a challenge, but it had a lot of importance to the story and overall message of this movie. This movie focuses on one small cog in the giant machine which was the Great War. So making us see the war through the small, insignificant soldier made it an entirely immersive movie. The camera work really helped spread the message of how horrible World War I was, and hopefully helps people remember everything that happened. It also helps how locations were so detailed and realistic. I always love it when studios try to not use as many special effects because it makes the movies feel more real. And hey, I love Endgame, but that movie is about the spectacle. This movie is about getting immersed in the movie and reeling you in. I watched a video showing some behind the scenes work, and it impressed me how little they use special effects in the movie. But to finish this segment, I applaud all the staff who helped make this movie so immersive, real, and beautiful. Alright, you know when I run out of ideas for segments, I bring up characters. So here we go. The characters in this movie are pretty decent. They don't have a lot of growth, but they get the job done perfectly. The main guy, I forget his name, is really good in the way that he really doesn't care about the war and only wants to get through it so he can go home. He hates going home because he knows he has to come back and possibly die. He threw away his medal because he doesn't care about any of it. He just wants it to be over. Damn. Why do I always have to review depressing stuff? Next time I'm reviewing a stupid movie like Sonic or something. The actor did an astounding job making this guy seem like he's going through absolute hell. Like at the end when he was running through the field, it was another endgame moment for me. Like holy shit. I also love how they had all the more popular actors play high-ranking people to cement the fact that they were truly more important than the soldiers. The scene where his friend died was so real, I don't even know how they made it look so real with the losing of the blood. And how the guy was dying and completely losing it and forgetting where he was so real and fucking depressing. Holy shit, I'm reviewing Sonic. Jesus Christ. But to wrap it up, the characters had depth but not a lot of development, but they were carried by insane performances. I know what you're thinking. Zach, if you liked the movie so much, why isn't it on your top 10 list? Well, I didn't see it until after the video, so I've decided to bring this one to number 1 and kick everything else down a peg. This movie makes me feel real emotion by keeping me completely engaged throughout the whole movie, with amazing acting, locations, camera work, and story. So this movie gets a 10 out of 10, and the award for the most pants ruined. Like and subscribe. Guys, I just wanted to say shout out to the Super Guy Boy Show. He recently posted a comment on my Irishman review expressing his own opinions, and I just want you guys to know you don't have to apologize for having different opinions and expressing them. I'm always happy to discuss my views with others on the other side of the spectrum. And I need more comments on my vid, so everyone be like this guy and say your thoughts. Also sub to him because he's pretty funny.